Christmas is the second most important Christian holiday after Easter. It is the birthday of Jesus for Christians, and the date for celebrating this holiday differs among Eastern and Western Christians, and there are many Christmas celebrations, as well as the symbols associated with it. Christmas, or what is known as Christmas, is one of the holidays celebrated by Christians all over the world, which falls on the 25th of December every year, in which Christians celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ, and in previous ages Christmas came in fourth place, after the feasts of Easter, Pentecost, and Epiphany. Now, it is one of the most important holidays for Christians during the year. The reason for choosing the 25th of December as a specific day for Christmas is still unclear, and there is no evidence found in the Bible to explain this. It was stated that Sextus Julius Africanus set this day for celebration in the year 221 AD, and then December 25th became a global day to celebrate. Santa Claus or Santa Claus is a real character called Saint Nicholas, who is from the Swedish city of Myra, and it is said that his origins are Greek and he comes from a very rich, religious family. Saint Nicholas, who joined the Swedish church at the age of 9, became famous after the story of helping a poor man with the expenses of marrying his 3 daughters spread among the people. The story began when this man went bankrupt, and he did not find money to marry his eldest daughter. When St. Nicholas learned of the matter, he decided to help him, but without telling anyone, so he only put a large amount of money inside a red bag, then sneaked into the man's house in the middle of the night, and when he found a window his house is open, he throws the bag out the window, and the next morning the poor man finds the money, so he marries his daughter. The same situation was repeated when the middle daughter decided to get married, but when it was the turn of the youngest daughter, the man wanted to identify the sender of the money, so he stayed up all night until he felt that someone had thrown a bag inside his house, so he hurried outside to find St. Nicholas about to leave, and he was wearing a red dress and covering part of his face. St. Nicholas was also famous for distributing gifts to children, orphans, widows, and prisoners. After his death in December of the year 343, the distribution of gifts among Christians on Christmas Eve became an annual habit. Gifts in their woolen stockings. What was St. Nicholas like? A good man at the age of 50, medium in stature, full body, with a thick beard of pure whiteness and a red, laughing face. Descriptions associated with Santa Claus and born for the first time in 1923 in a poem titled The Night Before Christmas by the American poet Clement Clark Moore, and to complete that picture, the painter added to it the American Thomas, the legend of the cart made of diamonds that flies in the sky from one country to another. What does the word Christmas mean? The word Christmas is a word Christmas consisting of 2 words, namely the word Christ, which means Christ, and the word Mas, which means height, splendor, and holiness. And the word Mas is derived from a Pharaonic word meaning birth, like Ramses, meaning sun. The word Christmas refers to the anniversary of the birth of Jesus, and the beginning of the new year. No one knows exactly when Jesus was born, but according to historians who record the historical events mentioned in the Bible, the birth of Jesus was in late 5 BC or early 4 BC. As for the celebration of Christmas in early Christianity, this holiday was not celebrated, but with the start of the ritual year arrangement, multiple dates were proposed in order to celebrate Christmas until the date of December 25th was settled. As for the celebration of Christmas and all aspects of celebration that exist in our time, they have no basis in the various books of the Bible. But the celebration is not linked to a date and time only, but is linked to a great event that cannot happen anywhere. As the birth of Jesus was referring to the birth of love, sacrifice, peace, forgiveness, and reconciliation with God. It was also the beginning of a new era between man and God. The birth of Jesus divided history and changed the world, as his teachings gave life a new light. Santa Claus red costume designed by Coca-Cola Company. So what's the story? In the beginnings of the Coca-Cola Company, the company wanted to design a special bottle of its own, to the extent that if anyone sees the bottle broken on the ground, he knows that it belongs to the Coca-Cola Company. They held a competition, and in the end a bottle was designed for the Coca-Cola Company that we know today. Before that, the bottle was somewhat large. Over time, its size was reduced, but the design of the glass did not change. After completing the design of the bottle, the company liked this design, so the company decided to register the shape of the design and the bottle as a trademark. But the strange thing is that the day of registration coincided with December 25th, the same day as Christmas, and people began to call this bottle the Christmas bottle, and from this day the strange association began with this holiday and the Coca-Cola Company. The Coca-Cola Company never planned this matter. This was a stroke of luck for them, and this thing benefited the company very much. The company took advantage of this great opportunity and began promoting their product as the appropriate gift for Christmas. The design of the red costume for Santa Claus is the innovation of the Coca-Cola Company, because this is the well-known Coca-Cola color. The function of this advertisement was to convey one message to all people and their thinking in one way for the personality of Santa Claus, because the personality of Santa Claus was known to each person in a different way from the other. Santa Claus does not drink milk, but Coca-Cola. This is the message that the company wanted to deliver to consumers around the world on the occasion of Christmas in 1931, to spread the idea that Coca-Cola is not only a summer drink that can be enjoyed cold in the hot months, but also a winter treat. And so the global beverage company entrusted illustrator Haddon Sandblom with the task of creating a new image of Santa Claus, in line with the aesthetics of the legendary soft drink. Illustrator Haddon Sandblom found the ideal image of Santa Claus in an elderly retired friend, dressed in red as if it were a large Coca-Cola bottle, which is instantly recognizable, and from that day until now Santa Claus continues to wear his red suit that has become his trademark thanks to this soft drink.